What's up, everybody? My name is Joel. This is Dave with Jay. So, full disclosure, before I even get into this video, I am bullish on Walmart, and I want to be fully clear. I am invested currently in Walmart. I have a bunch of calls coming out before earnings. Earnings is this week, the 17th, which is Tuesday morning pre-market. I have a lot of calls open. I have, honestly, it was about 33% of my portfolio overall at this point where I was standing. Total about $1,000 I have in. Me personally, I'm giving you guys a full disclosure. I'm just gonna give you my bull case. With that being said, I'm gonna show you where I was. Currently, I was about, let's say, less than a month ago, about 2-3 weeks ago, about 40% down. So I am a new investor. Take what I say with a grain of salt. So this is full shot I'm showing you to kind of show you a bigger picture of where I see Walmart as. So Walmart, I feel like it has four main categories, which makes it, in my opinion, a growth stock. It has its infrastructure, has its green push, its pharmaceutical sector, and its social awareness, and not just social awareness, but kind of its social network it's building on its own, kind of its Hive network. I'm gonna break it down a little more. I just want to give you guys a kind of an overall picture of why I see Walmart as from my end. Personally, I feel like each one of these is its own revenue stream, and I'm gonna break down each one of them, kind of give you my case on each one, and why I feel like each one is gonna provide massive revenue for Walmart. I'm gonna get right into it. As far as my bull case, I'm gonna start with infrastructure. Honestly, it's the easiest one, and the drone delivery. Me personally, this is kind of the most exciting thing for me personally. I'm not gonna read through the articles. I'm just gonna show you the articles, kind of give you some information, and my bull case is on it. I'm gonna link all the articles down in the description below. So if you guys want to refer to them, kind of fact check me or kind of check through them yourself just to get some information, you guys can definitely do that. You guys are more than welcome. I'm actually showing you guys just because I'm showing you that they've actually partnered. Walmart has partnered with two different Zipline and also with flight treks. Correct me if I'm saying that wrong. So they've partnered with them to do drone deliveries. This is a really big deal. I feel like a lot of people aren't making this a big deal. Walmart has been trying to do this for years, and it's a really big deal because if you look up last mile deliveries, there's actually companies like Workhorse that create trucks, the logistic trucks, to do those last mile deliveries. Those are what UPS and FedEx does. When a package is delivered and Amazon can't deliver it, they use them, FedEx and USPS, to do those last mile deliveries. This is really important because in those rural areas, it's more expensive to pay a driver to drop off a package than it is to actually get that package delivered and what's being made from that package. With drone delivery, because Walmart has that infrastructure already established and they are already built that infrastructure, they have multiple stores already located in multiple areas where they can just set up these drone hubs and make those deliveries to those areas. Okay, moving right along, since we're already talking about infrastructure, I'm going to talk about the biggest aspect of its infrastructure. Because Walmart has so many stores, which is about 5,000 total, including Sam's Clubs across the United States, I feel like because it has that infrastructure, it's built in place for this. Essentially, movie theaters are closed. AMC, if you look at AMC and all these movie theaters, because of the news of vaccine, they've kind of been pumping up, but they're going to start dumping soon. Essentially, even if there's a vaccine, it won't be properly distributed where people can go to movie theaters till mid 2021. And honestly, as far as COVID cases, this article was released in October 28th of 2020. And like I said, if you guys want to pause the video, kind of read through it, I am going to add all these links down below. I'm just giving you my raw ideas through this, my kind of train of thought on what I'm seeing. And essentially, it's only doing it in certain locations. This is all what they have so far. So they're doing tours, and that's in September. This is in October. What I really want to show you guys is essentially October 28th. I'm not going to show you New York, that's where I'm located, but I'm going to show you October 28th. There's about 81,000 cases. About 81,000 cases. And that's when I was thinking that drive-through movie theaters were such a good idea. Currently, that peak that we were at was double, 181,000 in less than 30 days. Yes, so we're at double of cases in less than 30 days. So there's more lockdowns coming. It's not whether there's going to be more lockdowns, it's more of a when there's going to be more lockdowns coming. And what's the best alternative, especially when it's cold outside? I'm located in New York in the Northeast where it is cold. It is cold as shit outside. So what do you need to do? You need these movie theaters. Essentially, this is a crazy revenue stream because there's no way around it. Because they can do this, they have the infrastructure. So I feel like this is going to be a crazy revenue stream. It may not be a long-term revenue stream, but as far as on the short term, and as long as you have this COVID situation, so this is one of the biggest things I feel like as far as Walmart has going for it is pharmaceuticals. Really quick, I'm gonna go through this really kind of smoothly. The convenience of a flu shot. So essentially, Walmart, Walgreens, and CVS are one of the main distributors of flu shots. What that means is a lot of people aren't trying to go to doctor's offices. They'd rather go somewhere public, more open, where they can just get the shot and get out of the way. Since Walmart launched the digital scheduler, I feel like that's going to increase the amount of people getting the flu shot, just because a lot of people don't want to expose themselves to COVID, and the best way to not get COVID is to not get the flu, to not weaken your immune system. So I feel like that's going to be a really big thing. That's going to really drive people to go and just schedule it ahead of time and get it out of the way before it turns into a bigger deal. So I feel like that's another thing that Walmart has going for it, because it's one of the main branches where people go to get that flu shot rather than going to the doctor's offices. And since we're talking about flu shots, that's basically your overall health. And this is another thing that Walmart is offering. Walmart has something called Walmart Health, where if you look at this, it's a medical center where it offers you the convenience of getting your medical, dental, your eye care, your hearing, your wellness, and your diagnostic services all in one location, where you can not only go to do your shopping, but you can also take care of your personal health. This is a really big thing for me. I feel like it's a really big push. Currently, they're only offering it in these states, in these local areas, so they are actively doing this. But as you can see, it takes time to kind of develop that infrastructure. But Walmart is good at that. It takes time, but once they have that infrastructure built, that's their next step, offering you health wellness. Why would you go to somewhere else to go? Why would you go to one doctor, go to one dentist, one eye doctor, one hearing doctor? We can get six doctors in the same location at Walmart getting their great rates. Why would you risk going somewhere else? Same way, if your job is offering you a great medical plan but not a good dental, you can get your job's medical and get Walmart Health at a reduced cost rather than selling for something you don't want. And a really big transition I feel like is Walmart's also doing. Also offering pet health. So pet insurance, where basically if your pet gets sick or something happens to your pet, they'll cover you. This is in direct competition to Chewy, PetSmart, and Petco. I feel like they have a step up ahead of them because they have the infrastructure already built. They already have their customers who are going to come shopping in Walmart. Okay. Jumping off of the infrastructure and kind of the pharmaceutical, I'm gonna go right into the social and the social awareness. For you guys who've been living under a rock, uh, so Trump tried to ban TikTok a couple of months ago. Just to keep you guys up to date. I'm not gonna give you the full story if you guys want to kind of look that up. Essentially, a judge ruled, or the Trump administration gave them another 15 days till the 27th to either confirm the purchase with Walmart and Oracle, or to get banned. Essentially, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that. Like I said, I'm kind of showing you guys the article. I am going to link it down below if you guys want to get a little more information on it. As far as where it's been banned, it was banned in India. It is set to be banned in the United States, like I said, on the 27th. So it did receive a 15-day extension, but that's not what I'm interested in. Me personally, I'm not interested in that, whether it gets banned or not. I'm more interested in it getting purchased. Essentially, in this deal where Walmart and Oracle are purchasing it, Walmart is getting a 7%, 7.5 stake in the U.S. operation, and not only is it getting a smaller stake than Oracle, but it is getting one of the 5 board seats. This is gonna be a really big deal because it's gonna push a lot of that new money into Walmart. Walmart has a lot of old money roaming through and kind of pushing it ahead. A lot of people have held Walmart for 10, 20 years. So a lot of those loyal customers, but there's not a lot of young money, not a lot of new money towards it. And I feel like this is going to really push a lot of new money towards Walmart. Something else that's happening is that TikTok is partnering with Shopify. So I'm not going to go through the whole article. I'm just going to kind of give you my overall thoughts on it. I'm going to kind of slow down so you guys can kind of read through it a little bit and get a little bit of a understanding. But the rough basis of it, essentially, Walmart and Shopify have partnered before. Now that TikTok and Shopify are partnering together, I see a beautiful, what's the word I'm looking for? Menage a trois. It's called a three-way, essentially, where I see Shopify, TikTok, and Walmart partnering together to take down Amazon. So essentially, it could help build a permanent union, and where TikTok is the glue between Shopify and Walmart. Essentially, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's how I'm seeing it from my end. Me personally, this is great news right here. What they said right here, them responding to them and letting them know we still have you in mind. We just haven't given you the decision. They're giving them a 15-day extension. So basically, they have till the 27th, which is another, I would say, 12 days from mine. Today, right now, is the 15th, so they have another 12 days. If that deal in any point within the next 12 days goes through, expect Walmart to jump up. I'm going to show you exactly what I think is going to happen. So I personally, I have this call. I've had this call for months now. I've actually purchased this call back in July. But when it first announced that Walmart was going to purchase a stake in the with Oracle, this is what happened. So I was holding it, and it jumped from 102 to 730. That day, it was almost at 950, almost 1,000 a share. So I expect that to happen again. If not during earnings, when potential sale confirmation from the Walmart deal with TikTok. So, really quick transition since I'm already talking about kind of social and social awareness. This is a really big deal for me. So Walmart is suing the DOJ and DEA, seeking clarity for pharmaceuticals in dispensing prescription opiates. So essentially, this was filed on October 22nd, and there's been no response. I've actually been up to date with this, and there's been no response. So Walmart, essentially, this is a really big thing for me. Why I'm a big fan of Walmart is their social awareness. So essentially, they were not accused by DOJ or the DEA. They were essentially being told that they may be held liable because they kept giving out prescription pills from customers who went to Walmart to pick them up. Essentially, this is perfect for them. They're seeking clarity, so they want to know what pharmacists are allowed to do. So if you go into Walmart with a prescription, is a Walmart pharmacist allowed to question that prescription because it's an opiate? Essentially, I don't agree with that, and I'm a big fan of Walmart doing that because it's seeking clarity from the people who are going to accuse you in the future. So it's a preemptive strike. Rather than waiting for you to sue me for millions of dollars, accusing me of being held liable for giving people drugs, it's Walmart Plus. A lot of fucking ads on this page. What's going on? Come on, man. Stop seeing this ad. Whatever. Okay, perfect. So essentially, Walmart Plus is a direct competition to Amazon Prime. I can't find the article I was reading, but the article that I was seeing says that there may be as many as 17 million new subscribers. Those numbers are going to be released in a couple of days, about 2-3 days from Walmart during the earnings. I'm just going to kind of scroll through here while I talk, so you guys can kind of read it and see what I'm seeing as far as the comparison, as far as memberships. As far as memberships goes, the Walmart Plus is cheaper than the Prime, and as far as deliveries, it's quicker for you to get something from Walmart and cheaper. The biggest benefit from having, I feel like from having Walmart is the delivery. For Amazon, you're waiting for 2-3 days, and because Walmart Plus has that infrastructure, they can deliver to you within a couple of hours. Most Walmarts are within a couple of hours. Most customers. So as far as Walmart Plus, I feel like it has a lot to do with their social awareness and where it builds them overall. Uh, Warner Plus, I'm not going to give that much information on it. It's a direct competition to essentially to Prime, and because there's not a lot of information, it's only been out for a couple of months now. We're actually going to get more information on that during earnings, so I'm looking forward to that. But moving over, Black Friday sales, Walmart has had been having some crazy sales that essentially some sales start on the 4th, and then some of them continue on the 7th, but you still have access to the ones on the 4th. Okay, so this is the last thing, and this personally the most important thing for me personally, which is the biggest revenue growth, which is long term, not short term, which is within the next 5 to 10 years. This is what's going to cost Walmart the least amount of money and create the most amount of revenue growth for them. So essentially, what they did is they've purchased 130 semi trucks from Tesla. They've made a purchase of 130 semi Tesla trucks from Walmart Canada at $3.5 billion. This is just a stepping stone so that you try it out in Canada, and it's a stepping stone long term for long term saving and future investment to self driving in the United States. Essentially, Tesla is going to start building production of its semi in the beginning of 2021. Walmart wants to switch its whole fleet to all electric by 2028. So let's give it some time frame. Let's say in the next 10 years, it says 8 years, but within the next 10 years, what would Walmart have to pay for drivers? Essentially, the biggest feature with going for Tesla is their self-driving features. This is why I think that Walmart is looking long term, where they can essentially buy the truck up front, and after they make the initial purchase of the truck, there's very little maintenance left to be done on those trucks. They may not even have to pay drivers at first. They would have to pay the drivers to kind of drive it, but long term, they can cut all that cost of having to pay a driver to drive. They'll have purchase from Tesla, which if something goes wrong with the trucks, they won't have to worry about it in house. They can just go to the manufacturer, go to Tesla, let them know I'm having problem with so and so trucks, and Tesla will fix it. Tesla is a revolutionary company. It has a lot of kind of innovations going towards the future, and its biggest innovation, what I feel like is going to kind of push them towards the future, it's self-driving. Walmart is pushing to go kind of zero emission by 2040. Its commitment is a little weird. It's committing by 2040 to either have 58 to have a zero emission, all zero emission, not only in its trucks but also in its facilities. Because there's so many facilities, they may not be able to complete that by 2040, but they promised to go green. Essentially, either go zero emissions by 2040 or by 2030, within the next 10 years, create 50 million acres of land and 1 million miles of oceans to be restored. I feel like they'll hit that mark before they hit that mark of going all electric. With that being said, that's just me being short sighted. It could just be that because they have this kind of ongoing relationship with Tesla, they may go into the solar business with Tesla, which is another revenue stream not only for Tesla, but also for Walmart, because they no longer will have to pay electrical bills for their over 5,000 stores. They will no longer have to pay electrical. So just to kind of wrap it up, I'm going to go through my bull case through each one of them, so you guys have a better understanding of what I'm going through and what I'm kind of where my train of thought is. Essentially, it's infrastructure. It's drone delivery. It's going to be really big as far as not now, maybe 5, 10 years from now. It may be 2030, 2040. But within the next 5 to 10 years, I feel like drone delivery is going to supplement that last mile delivery, where you need a truck to do that last mile delivery, especially in those rural areas where you're driving 5, 6 miles to deliver a box. You could just have a drone do it, and because Walmart has that infrastructure, they can do that. Not only does that infrastructure cause them to be able to kind of deliver to those rural areas quicker and do the drone deliveries because they have the home base already built, but they can also do the drive-through movies. Take my word for it, I don't see COVID going anywhere. I feel like it's gonna get worse, especially in the United States. If you look at cases, there's almost 200,000 cases in the United States. It's getting worse before it gets better. I'm a pessimist. I hope for the best, expect the worst, honestly. As far as this whole situation, as long as it doesn't get better, drive-through movie theaters is the future. I feel like that's what's gonna happen, especially when the weather starts getting colder towards the northeast around January, February. Next is this social awareness, not only towards kind of the company itself, where the DOJ and DEA investigations, but also Walmart Plus and TikTok. These two are kind of unanimously tied together. If you're doing good in one, the other one's going to do good. Essentially, you can push traffic between the two. Where if you're on Walmart, you can just on Walmart Plus on the website, you'll be promoting TikTok. But not necessarily that way, but mostly TikTok the other way around. Where if you see somebody using a drone, or for example, because we're talking about drones, using a drone, you can just link it back to Walmart, where you'll get it from Walmart, and it'll give you a Walmart Plus subscription. You can get it the next day or get it within a couple of hours. So it's gonna push a lot of traffic where people are gonna be in TikTok watching videos. It'll push you to Walmart to get it, and then you'll get a Walmart Plus subscription just to be able to get that package today. Within you may be able to get it within a couple of hours, honestly. Pharmaceuticals, me personally, one of my biggest favorites is if you have to go in order, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And the most revenue streams, I feel like, is backwards. So I feel like it's gonna go from the semi, it's gonna build the most revenue streams, pharmaceuticals, social, and then infrastructure. The reason I feel like the pharmaceuticals is the second top revenue builder is right here. Essentially, they're building not only for humans but also for pet care. It's a really big thing where all these other companies that are trying to do it, they don't have the infrastructure, the actual home bases to build it, where they can throw a lot of money into building the buildings, building that infrastructure. Walmart already has that, and Walmart already has its customer base, which have a Walmart subscription, has a Walmart Health. It'll drive more people. Essentially, it's like I said, kind of like what Apple does, what Tesla's doing, that hive mentality, where if you're gonna do one thing with us, do everything with us. Don't just do one thing. Uh, the flu shots, there's no numbers. I can't really find any numbers as far as flu shots. So there's nowhere that I can see flu shots not spiking up, especially because this whole COVID situation. And if you look at kind of the Midwest, COVID is running rampant, and the best way to prevent it is to keep your immune system strong and not get the flu. As far as the green push, this within the next 10 to 15 years is going to be the most uh, crucial kind of partnership that I see as far as Walmart and Tesla. If they keep going that green push by 2040 and they push that, there's no reason that Tesla partnership where they get the semis. Why wouldn't you get great semis from them, great customer service, great service from the company? Why wouldn't you go for the solar as well, where they can offer to renovate 4,000, over 5,000 stores to go solar, and you will not have to spend another dime on electrical, where essentially they'll come in and have that all built for you. That's kind of my bull case on Walmart. Prove me wrong. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys don't agree with me, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Prove me wrong on my bull case on Walmart. All right. Prove me wrong that Walmart's not a growth stock.